Kathy Griffin curses out Trump spokesman, gets hit with clever comeback by Dan Lindsay Entertainment Politics for MadWorldNews.com. Kathy Griffin had the nerve to show up to the White House Correspondents' Dinner where she cursed at President Donald Trump spokesman Hogan Gidley as he enjoyed his beer. But it was Gidley who got the last laugh on the washed-up comedian when he hit her with a clever comeback that you don't want to miss. According to the Daily Caller, Kathy Griffin, the disgraced comedian and now personal friend of the Secret Service, attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday, April 28, 2018. The president decided to appear at a rally in Washington Township, Michigan on the same night, but he did have a few of his White House staff attend the liberal-hosted dinner, and that is where Griffin collided with Deputy White House Press Secretary Hogan Gidley. Griffin, whose life was turned upside down after she stupidly posed with the mock severed head of Trump, couldn't resist the opportunity to take a cheap shot at Hogan Gidley. As he walked by her table with his beer in hand, "How do you sleep at night?" Griffin sneered at Gidley as he tried to squeeze by with his drink. Griffin quickly learned she was no match for the witty White House young gun. Gidley fired back a very classy but short response to Griffin. "Very well, thank you," he simply said, obviously disconnect with her failure to with her failure to ruffle Gidley's feathers. Griffin expressed doubt about his answer. "Are we really going to do this, spokesman?" Gidley asked the washed-up comedian. This should have been the point in the conversation where Kathy Griffin exercised a little good judgment and showed a little class, but because Griffin is stupid and lacks any decent manners, her fangs came out as she resorted to cursing at Gidley. "Oh, yes, we are. Blank my blank. No, really, blank my blank." Kathy Griffin, forgetting she's a female, yelled at Gidley. Wow. You can't even read this stuff. It's hilarious that in her attempt to get Gidley's goat, Griffin lost her mind and embarrassed herself and those around her with her disgusting and obnoxious behavior. I think she's lost her mind totally now. It's even more amusing that she said something to him that her liberal counterparts would be up in arms about had the roles been reversed, but I digress. Hogan Gidley buried the demon hag with the perfect response, and not just for Griffin, but all liberals, as Gidley held his tecat or whatever beverage. He cleverly announced he was off to enjoy his Mexican beer before we build the wall and you can't get these anymore, according to Fox News. Griffin's frustrated response was priceless. Those around her cringed as she yelled, "Blank you." Wow, this is like, wow. At Gidley, and those at her table reportedly responded only with a nervous laugh at her sickening behavior. In my opinion, Griffin was in way over her head trying to get into a mental match with Gidley. I think he handled her in an expert fashion as she was once again exposed for being an unhinged liberal witch. This is the behavior we've come to expect from Griffin, who made a fool of herself earlier this week during an expletive-filled appearance on The View, where she obnoxiously cursed, forcing the studio crew to cut her mic several times. The crass 57-year-old comedian reiterated that she was taking back her tear-filled apology that she issued to the president after she ruined her own career by posing with the bloodied Trump had the mock had in 2017. Yeah, I take the apology back. We could take a quick listen because I'm sure you guys have seen it. Yes?
Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy Griffin. I sincerely apologize. I am just now seeing the reaction of these images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I moved the line, then I crossed it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand
She
how
looks
it offends
anorexic,
people. It
though.
wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I ask your forgiveness.
So that was comedian Kathy Griffin apologizing for her infamous photo shoot holding the decapitated likeness of the guy in the White House. She caused an uproar.
See, this is what gets me sick. Again, I hear it. The man in the White House. You disrespectful hooligan, I should call her. And I used to like her, back when she had the movies
powerful
there.
enemies, but she's not really, taking it very hard anymore. She's telling us how tough things got and how she's gonna, come through it. She's gonna get back on the road and keep on rolling. Please welcome back the fabulous Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm alive. I'm just glad to be alive.
I can't believe it's been a year since
I
this.
know.
It's a year this month that that picture was released.
Right.
And we already described
What year it's been?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I take the apology back.
Okay, we're gonna need to ding that bell if that happens
And
again, Kathy.
the son, Don Jr. and Eric, or as I called them, Eddie Munster and date rape. Look, I'm not holding back on this family. This president is different, and I have been through the mill, and so now I'm back on the road. I sold out Carnegie Hall in less than 24 hours.
Kathy, one question about that picture is a lot of people, clearly, as you said, you pushed the envelope, like most comedians.
People thought I was in ISIS. And by the way, because you just have to find the funny in everything, Joy, when my mother called, because she watches Fox News and thinks it's real, and, her hearing aids still working, but they're shit. Look at her. I love Sean Hannity. When's Bill coming back from vacation? She thinks Bill O'Reilly's on vacation. I just tell her he is.
He thinks so, too.
I know, right? He never is. So, anyway, so that day, as crazy as it was, and trust me, I was, no joke, I was in a ball, sobbing, everything's over, all this other stuff. And then I had to spend 2 hours convincing my mother that I have not been recruited by Al-Qaeda.
Wow.
And I said, I don't think they're taking 57-year-old red-haired Irish-American comedians today. And she goes, why couldn't you join another club like stamp collecting? So my own mother, for 2 hours, thought I was in ISIS. That is, well, it's funny. I'm sorry. It just is. It's just so crazy.
Do you regret saying that you're sorry?
I do, because that apology was, I'm not kidding. I performed in Iraq and Afghanistan, two places Trump has never even been and can't find on a map. And so, of course, because of my connection with the military, I thought of literally Daniel Pearl's mother.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, obviously not very many people have literally witnessed that horrendous event, but when I thought of her, I thought, okay, apologize. And then when I found out that I was really just kind of part of the Trump wood chipper, which Michelle Wolf is in now, and I didn't know they had this apparatus already set up before my silly picture of a $5 Halloween mask and ketchup. And I wanted to make a statement about what a misogynist he is. And also, I remember the 8 years of the photos of Obama lynching, and nobody said anything, right? That was all okay. Facebook, that was all on Facebook. And
It
as you
wasn't
know,
a famous person like you.
it wasn't a
That's
famous
it,
person,
yeah.
but people were going to rallies with Hillary's head decapitated at Trump rallies.
They get
And I
away
thought,
with everything.
They get away with everything.
But now that you've taken the apology back, aren't you frightened? They're going to go after you again now.
They're starting today.
Why do you do that to yourself?
Because it's important. The
I know,
First
but-
Amendment is the First Amendment for a reason. It's the first one.
Well, Griffin dropped the F-bomb several times as co-host Joey Bayer tried to get Griffin to keep things PG with no success. The reality here is that liberal hack jobs like Kathy Griffin lack any kind of moral compass. Her disgusting attack on Hogan Gidley backfired on her at the WHCA dinner, and her appearance on The View was embarrassing even for the ultra-liberal host of the show. In my opinion, the only thing Griffin can do now is to make a huge spectacle of herself. I think she actually snapped because, at the dinner to be screaming like that in public, and I mean, this is like really the words she was saying at the dinner. Wow, wow. And you can imagine the people sitting next to her how they felt. Like, uh-oh, what do we do now? She's off on a tangent again, you know. Um, I don't know what to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.